Kia ora, he uri tēnei ngō Ngāti Whātua me Waikato hoki, ko Izzy Wilson tōku ingoa. So my mum's from South Africa and my dad's Māori, and they met overseas and came back here together. Neither of them went to university. All my family lives in Auckland, West Auckland, and I decided to come down here in 2013 to study law. I only knew one other person coming down, so it was terrifying, but I just needed to get away from Auckland. And so as I started getting into law and kind of realising what it was, so my first year I kind of realised there are so many different ways I can help people with a law degree. I love helping people, that's like all I want to do. And then also coming to uni, I found I wanted to help my people, my iwi Māori. I based all of my papers around Te Ao Māori, and I had a Māori focus. One of them in particular was my paper for intellectual property. I focused my paper on the misappropriation of the haka. So one of the instances of misappropriation I looked at was a haka used in a Heineken advertisement. The Heineken company, it sets itself in a supermarket, and then they have Māori men come up to unsuspecting shoppers in the supermarket and starts doing a haka towards them. Why this was an issue to me was because it seemed to put the haka in a comedic setting. The haka in Māori culture is a very significant thing. It's special for all Māori, and so to minimise its importance by putting it in an ad with beer and the Rugby World Cup, it's just seemed a bit inappropriate. This advertisement is for selling a Fiat car, and this commercial starts with these Italian women standing on a public street imitating the words and actions of the haka kamate. This advertisement can be considered misappropriation in a number of ways. This haka was not specifically written for women to perform. One woman then gets into the car and she looks to the back seat where her son is sitting, and then he pulls out his tongue, mimicking pūkana. And so this just shows a total disrespect for Māori culture and kamate, the haka, and the history behind it. So the gingerbread man ad, which was actually from a New Zealand bakery company, so you would think they would know better, but it shows these gingerbread men in an oven doing the haka. It's the pipe. So the whole issue for me for that one was the way in which they made the haka funny, and they have the buttons of the gingerbread men falling off because they're hitting themselves so hard, and it's just all kind of a joke. And then at the end, they have a bag of white flour that's just dropped on all the gingerbread men. And I'm sure they didn't think about what that could mean at the time, but when maybe someone like me who's Māori sees that, it's like the power of the white man falling on these Māori gingerbread men. Like it really symbolised something terrible. Going to university and studying whatever you're interested in is so important. One, you serve as an inspiration and a role model to other Māori and Pasifika kids that maybe think, oh my gosh, I could never go to university, I'd never be able to make it. But if I can do it, totally average, you can do it. And another reason why I think university is so important, if that's the path you're wanting to take, is because it makes you more employable to an employer. And they have someone who's got a degree and someone who doesn't. On paper, the one who is more likely to get the job is the one with the degree. The more Māori and Pasifika we have at university, the more Māori and Pasifika we have to go on to do amazing things in the workplace in New Zealand. And hopefully a lot of those will be doing things that will be working towards the betterment of Māori and Pasifika in New Zealand.